speaking about it, and it all helps these guys if people listen to him, so and everyone listens to what they say, and yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, his words did come true. Daniel, how are you, firstly?
I'm good, mate. I'm really good. I'm looking forward to the next chapter now, looking to get back in there.
Right, so from your side of things in Riyadh, when did you start feeling ill, Daniel?
Probably the Friday or the Thursday before, a couple of days before the fight, my glands swelled up. I was getting feverish, and I was just feeling really drained and tired, and just real feverish, dizzy, and but I still wanted to fight. But my team, and they got the British Border Control doctor to come and see me, and they all sat down, and my team, my dad, my team, and everyone, and then the doctor said, he wouldn't advise me to fight, and so we followed, the Border Control doctor's orders, and they decided to pull it, but I wanted to fight, and I'm left with a bitter taste in my mouth, really. That I still want to get on. Hopefully they can make the Parker fight again so I can finish that.
Dan, I know you said you wanted to fight and every fighter would, but looking back at it, if you were ill, do you think your team and the people around you made the right call?
Yeah, I guess they did, yeah. I live to fight another day, and just take him on again now. That's what I've got to do.
But you believe even with that illness, you would have still stopped Parker?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I believe that 100%. Even though with that, what happened to me, I believe I would have stopped him.
Bingo. Those are the words of Daniel Dubois. And people, first of all, let me say this before I dig down in this interview. Daniel Dubois looks pissed off. I mean, if you look at this dude, the way he's looking, bro, he's looking menacing, bro. He's looking like someone that don't want to talk a lot because he's too pissed off to talk. Like one of them. I don't know if it's the camera angle on the, the lack of lighting, but all you see is his eyes lighten up, and he's just got this dark shade. Again, they might not need to put some light behind this brother because, you know what I mean? He's a little bit warmer, but he looks pissed off. Okay, I want to let people know that now. He looks pissed off, and he said, I wanted to fight Joseph Parker. I want to get that fight with Parker. I think I would have stopped this dude. Okay. And based on that, hearing what he said, if you heard what they said, they asked him, do you think looking back it was a good idea? Did your team make the right decision? He said, I guess so. He didn't say 100% or yeah, no, I guess. That doesn't give us any type of confidence or faith on what the hell you just said. It makes us think, based on what he said after that your team, you didn't agree with what they did. That's why he's mad right there. Why? Because what they asked him after that, do you still think you would have beat him? Yep, 100%. Now, he was sure about that shit, wasn't he? Oh, yeah, he was sure about he would have beat him, even if he would have went in there with the swollen glands and the ear infection and the fever and the dizziness and all that other stuff he just mentioned. He said he still would have went in there, beat Joseph Parker, and stopped him. That's exactly what he said right there. Okay, no cap. That's what he said. So if he believes that he would have stopped them, how could he agree with what they said? Think about it, people. Counterpunch. If he thought they did the right decision, he would have not thought that he would have been able to stop them. Oh, 100%. And then made that, I guess they made the right decision. No, you don't think they made the right decision. And I think that's Triple D's way of saying, you know what? I still would have stopped them. I guess they made the right decision because it left a bad taste in my mouth because he's heard what everybody had to say. And maybe now looking at what this interview entailed, maybe, just maybe, it wasn't his dad that put him up to that thing on his own social media. Maybe it was him. Like, look, I'm tired of all the bullshit, isn't it? I'm tired of people talking that I was running scared against Joseph Parker while I picked this dude to cook this dude. You see what I mean? But that being said, I don't believe that Daniel Dubois agreed with his team. I think he's pissed because he feels that I don't think he's going to talk against his team. But based on how he worded that and how he answered that, he did not agree with what his team did. And I think that's a huge reason on why he's mad. Because had they let him go out there and they let him get in the ring with Joseph Parker, and he beat him, it didn't matter if he was sick or not. He would have got paid. People wouldn't have started talking shit. People wouldn't have started doubting Daniel Dubois. He wouldn't have had this stigma, this black cloud over him right now, which he has right now. Okay? And that's the whole thing about it. So him saying that he would have done this to Joseph Parker, I hope they make the Joseph Parker fight. That's what I'm talking about right there. This is exactly what he should be saying. But here's the thing. If that's the case, I think if he wants to get in good graces, back with good graces with Turki Al-Sheikh, he should fight Joseph Parker. That fight should be a fight that happens. So it will eradicate any rumor, any doubt, any controversy, any conspiracy, any type of any of that Daniel did not want to fight Joseph Parker. And if he goes in there and stops Joseph Parker, there you go. Joseph Parker gets his opportunity, justice for Joseph Parker, and Daniel Dubois gets to defend his title once again against the person that he originally signed to fight in the first place, since he wants to fight him so bad. And I think this is all a part of being a man. Okay, this is all a part of growing up. This part of your life, you have to realize that, hey, it's not all about what your daddy say. It's not all about what your girlfriend say. It's not all about what your trainer say. It's about what you decide to do being a man, a grown-ass man, a champion at that, defending the title. Because nobody's in there but him when it comes to fighting these guys. Just him. And if Daniel Dubois, my advice to Daniel Dubois, if you feel that strongly about fighting Joseph Parker because you felt you could have done that and beat him even when you're sick, imagine what you can do when you're well. So if that's the case, Daniel, get back in there, take him on again, do the damn deal, you know, and let's make this fight real. Bars. Let's get the Joseph Parker fight. Let's get it on. Alexander Usyk hasn't fought yet. He can still get that last fight with him. Alexander Usyk ain't going anywhere, and it's probably meant for the WBO for him to fight for the WBO. So it might be Joseph Parker's time, and I think he deserves it anyway. He's more seasoned. Has more experience, and he's done more. And he's been through more sacrifices than Daniel Dubois as of right now. So I think, if that's the case, he needs to either fight Joseph Parker or allow Joseph Parker to fight Alexander Usyk. I don't think he needs that. I think look, here's the thing. If Joseph Parker accepts the fight, then the fight should happen. Now, if Joseph Parker don't accept the fight, expecting to fight Alexander Usyk, that can also happen. But at the same time, Joseph Parker can no longer talk shit about what Daniel did or what he attempted to do. Counterpunch. But you guys tell me what you think of Daniel Dubois subliminally disagreeing with his side, his team, that they shouldn't have pulled him out of the fight. He feels that he still could have beaten Joseph Parker that night. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch.